Episode 691. So Yishu gave a rough explanation, but after Mo Chang heard it, he couldn't help but show a hint of disappointment.
So that's how it is. Those accounts are clearly just window dressing. With how slippery those guys are, if you're only offering intel, you're probably not getting that money. Even if we do it ourselves, once we reach a certain point, he'll definitely call off the bounty. We won't make the theoretical max.
Yishu wasn't particularly surprised. He'd basically expected this much.
If we just charge straight in and wipe them out, that'd be way too fake.
Hey, but that kind of money is pocket change to them, and with so many clubs involved, do you really think they'd bother arguing over something like this?
Probably not.
Then that's settled. We'll skip the cleric resurrection and all that. If we make it too obvious, the sucker's too big. They probably won't like that either. Better to save them some face.
Mo Qiang seemed to have made up his mind.
Then it's settled.
Settle nothing. How much are you giving me?
I'll give you half.
Huh? Ah, yes. A true master has real decisiveness. I'll go ahead and handle this then.
Sure.
Alright, let's get to the gossip. Hey, why'd you retire?
Yishu didn't use a phone, but he was still active on QQ. Right after retiring, the messages were piling up. He just ignored every single one. Mo Chang had asked about this before, and now that he finally had the chance, he was eager to dig for gossip again.
That's a long story. We'll talk another time.
Yishu glossed over it with a vague answer.
Really planning to form your own team?
That's the idea.
So now you're raising the money?
Not entirely.
Look, you're having a rough time, so I won't take half. Just the earnings from 2 accounts will do.
That works for me.
Yishu didn't stand on ceremony either.
Those 5 accounts. Might as well just group them up and take them all out at once.
Mo Chung wasn't really that curious about gossip. He just asked a couple of questions before accidentally steering the conversation back to the main topic.
You handle it however you see fit.
That's it. Just sit back and wait for the money to roll in.
With the deal settled, Yishu turned around to find Chen Guo still standing there, her expression a complicated mess.
Starting from scratch really isn't easy.
Yishu said it casually. Chen Guo froze, a fresh pang of pain stabbing through her heart. She watched Yishu as he picked up his cigarette again, called out a quick goodbye, and stepped out for a smoke. Chen Guo returned to the game to find the World Channel already buzzing with discussion. People were throwing out coordinates left and right, claiming Lord Grimm was here, then there, clearly just messing with everyone. Yishu's Lord Grimm hadn't logged in at all, and it wasn't just Lord Grimm. Deception wasn't online either, and the 5 alt accounts in Zhun Lulan's hands were also offline, so everyone could only shout into the void. If the guy wasn't online, what could they do about it? The major guilds were watching even more closely now. If he wasn't online, that counted as a win for them. Their mission, after all, was to find every possible way to hinder Yishu's progress. Yishu stepped out for a smoke. When he came back and logged into the game, Shen Guo's Chasing Haze immediately got a friend online notification.
You're still logging on?
Chen Guo was taken aback.
Why not go up?
Careful now.
Ah, I know, but I've been sticking to empty practice zones for now. I'm just curious, will anyone actually bother to travel all this way on the off chance of finding me?
Ha, I'd bet quite a few.
Chen Guo said, knowing full well the mindset of players like them. 500 yuan, not a lot, not a little. In the end, online games are all about making yourself stronger. 500 bucks, it's not about the money. Treat it like a piece of gear, a top-tier item in glory. Coming here to try your luck, definitely worth it.
If things look bad, I'll run.
An unspecialized account, if you really need one, you can just get a power leveler to grind one out in no time.
Chen Guo, as she spoke, knew perfectly well that Lord Grimm itself wasn't worth much. The real value lay in the silver weapon, and in the fact that the unspecialized class's ultimate skill was now unique. Aside from a few collectors keeping it as a memento, this was the only active account of its kind in the game. But the studio's power leveling service doesn't care about any of that. Whatever you need, they'll level it for you. It's just a matter of price, high or low. Just make an unspecialized hand over the silver weapon, and that should dodge all this chasing, right? Besides, Lord Grimm could also be used to generate some revenue. That was what Chen Guo was thinking.
Heh, only if there's no other choice.
Yi Shu said this, and Chen Guo, hearing it, knew at once that this was probably a fallback plan he'd already thought of, so she didn't say anything more.
Where are you?
Chen Guo asked, and after Ye Shu gave his location, she immediately turned chasing haze and rushed over. Even on the way there, Chen Guo noticed players heading in the same direction as her. It seemed that as soon as Lord Grimm came online, quite a few people had already taken notice. Everyone also knew that a character at this level could only be active in the level 55 leveling zones. And just like that, they actually got moving.
I see a lot of people already heading for the level 55 leveling zone.
Heh, the leveling zone is huge. What are the odds we'd run into each other?
Yi Shu, on the other hand, acted as if nothing had happened and continued leveling on his own. He was still in the Wild Town, the leveling zone for level 55. As he leveled, Yi Shu kept an eye on his surroundings, always picking a spot with a good vantage point. He didn't wander around. If he didn't spot anyone in a spot, he just kept grinding. Wandering around like that would just make it easier to run into someone. He kept at it, training without a break, but his peaceful grind couldn't last forever. After some time online, Lord Grimm's field of view finally registered another player. At this point, why bother figuring out if someone was from a major guild? With that bounty out, Lord Grimm had truly become a rat in the streets. Not one that everyone wanted to beat, but one carrying equipment worth $500.